Hello and welcome. This is my Twiggy doll. I am having some focus light on her. It is a time live stream, and as you can see, I'm holding the camera now, but you can see she does have a yellowed face. Quite not sure, but it just looks, you can see the difference between her body and her face. So I'm going to clean up, to do a little mini dolly spa. So I'm going to attach the camera here. So hopefully it's not going to be too, um, you know, too difficult. Okay, what is this? Oh, let me see, what did I do? Well, actually it's going to work out better because we're going to have a closer look. So I'm going to take her clothes off for now, and I'll be right back. And I'm looking at her clothes, and you can see how her body and her arms have yellowed. So there is quite a bit. Her arms are as yellowed as her face. So I am seeing a little bit of a, leftover dirt. So I'm going to fix that first. So I don't know how I zoomed in, but it is zoomed in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give her face some color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using some blush that I have. You can use pastels, but this is a temporary fix. I see some so right, I see some I'm going to try to see if I could, oops, I don't know how this got, there we go. Okay, much better. So I'm going to try to do this again, and hopefully I'm not touching the screen. All right, much better. So sorry about that. I did not realize that when I put the camera on the new tripod, I touched it, and by touching it, it uh, it made it a lot closer, and it was kind of hard because it was way too close. So I see a little bit dirty right by her nostrils, so I'm going to try to clean that off. Just a damp cloth. This is just a residue of dust over time. So I'm going to attempt to do this as the camera is facing Twiggy. And I just had residue. And when I do her lips, I'm going to do the bottom. So let me close the door because my cat opened it up. Let me see here. Boy, let me see. I wish I had a stick to close that. So this is what I'm going to be using. Just a temporary fix. So I'm going to be using the soft one. And I will, in my community board, I took a picture of the before and I'm going to take a picture of the after. Let me see. So I'm going to hold her. Much better, right? And like I mentioned, this is a temporary fix. You can spray. There are some spray. The name eludes me. I have a Mr. something, but that one leaves the doll like a greasy face. So I'm going to close the door and I'll be right back because my cat opened it up. So I'm going to close it good because we get to hear some residue noise from the room next door. So I'll be right back. Hey, sweetie, in your room. So I am going to focus on her rim by the hair, and she has all her hair plugs. I've seen different dolls, different Barbies that are missing their hair plugs right at the edge. I'm not going to be giving any name of other things that you can spray because like I mentioned, one leaves, you spray it on to hold the color, whether it be this pigment of dust. When it comes down to it, that's all you're doing is putting pigment on the vinyl. And unless you wipe it off, hey sweetie, unless you wipe it off, of course it's going to come off, but not terribly. And it does give it a very beautiful pink face. And remember, when we started, the face was just as yellow as the arms. So let me leave her there. And I am going to be listing her, and I am going to put the before and after so that my buyer knows what the condition is, what her true condition is. And I have not had my other dolls lose their color. Quiet. quiet, okay? Calm down. So I have not, like I mentioned, I have not had my other dolls lose their their facial color after I do this. It's not a permanent, but it is very beautiful once you have your doll with her restored color, or close to it. Okay, she's looking really good. So I am doing the pink. I'm giving her, let's see here, I'm giving her the pink one. I'm going to use the darker one for her blush later on. So right now we're only doing the pink. Let's take a look at the back. You see the difference? You see the difference between that and that? And when I do her lips, I'm only going to do the bottom lip, just like a quick wipe, like a wipe, just basically that's what it's going to be, just like a. I have my cats here. They're always with me. I have Twiggy on a stand. It's one of the like the year 2000 or maybe the 1990s type of a stand. So she's actually up high. She actually got color on her lips, to be honest, by doing this. And you want to be gentle when you're doing this because you don't want too much of the little particles going on the hair, especially if they're blonde. Oh, what do you want, kitty cat? Oh, goodness. I was just putting my cats underneath the comforter. So, when you're putting on makeup, you don't put it on hard. Same principle for your doll. You just want to do it gradually, so it's like a natural blend. And you want to get it underneath their eyes and around their mouth. So that is why I'm doing different rotations, different brush strokes. So, and then when you're done, you can get like a cotton swab, damp it and clean it around the eye, because there is a little bit of pink particles that will touch it and probably fall into place. That way her eyes will be bright again. So looking much better. Okay, do you see the line here? I did as far as over here, and then I started over here. So there is a visible yellow streak here where I didn't complete the stroke. So I'm just going to be focusing in that little area. Now I'm brushing it up. Okay. Nice. Let's take a look at the other side. Get to see it down here. You don't want to put this on the arms because they will rub off on the material. It will rub off on, especially if it's white or light color. Just like if you have blush and you just rub it off your shirt. Same principle. So now I'm just going on the bottom to make sure that it is all covered up. And I do see right here, we need a little bit more right there. So I'm going to be putting the pink right here. Now the other side. I don't want to put too much. It's looking natural. I need to get some right there between her nose and her eyebrows. All right, let's see. Her lip looks good. I'm just going to give her, I have this satin metallic. It's metallic paint. So where is my paintbrush? So I'm just going to put a little dab on the bottom. And I'm going to do it as if I am painting on a canvas board. Something that is away from me and not in my hand or underneath. So I'm just observing her. I'm just looking at her. And maybe I'll just do just a little bit at the top. Almost like rubbing the paintbrush. Okay. With the nail, I'm just trying to outline. I think she looks good. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and see. I can see right over here. So I'm taking this out. I'm going to start again. Okay, we're starting fresh. That looks much better. So I'm going to wait for it to dry before I attempt putting another little layer of paint. And I don't have a swab to clean her eyes, but let me see what I have here handy. I'm going to clean her eyes, so I'm going to take a look at her now, and I'm going to clean her eyes. Much better. Let me see here. I really like how her lip color came out. I will put a little bit more on the bottom. I'm just going to give it 5 minutes so that it doesn't, when you do acrylic and you paint and then it dries, when you paint over, it almost takes out the first layer. So I'm going to wait a little bit. And I will put a sealer. Any type of a Mod Podge sealer will do. Here we go. So I'm going to do it in 2 minutes, put another little layer on the bottom, but basically she's almost done. And it's not like I put a lot. Let's see here. There. And this time I'm going to get more of the liquid. Okay, here we go. There. Just about what I needed. And there we have it. A full repair. Well, a better repair of what she used to look like. And you don't need to break the bank to fix your dolls. After all, it is temporary. And like I mentioned, the sealant that I got, I did spray and it leaves a greasy face. And I had, there was another person that was doing repairs and they used, I think it was Mr. something, Mr. Goo or something, I don't know. But it left the face greasy as well. So happy the way she looks and how she turned out. And I will be taking a photo shoot and listing it at my Ko-fi and my eBay shop. So let's see here. Let's see if that rubs off here. Oh yeah, it's coming off. So yeah, that comes off here. And literally her face was as yellow. Her face was as yellow as her arm. I think you can see the difference. It is nighttime, so we're having different lighting. And I wonder if I can get, no, I can't change the filter right now. But she's looking beautiful, very beautiful. Let's see here. There we go. I just lifted off um, the lampshade so that we can get a much better view. And let's see. Before I list her, let's see how her eyelashes look. Okay. I mean, they're fair. They're good. She's not missing any plugs in her hair. So that's the most important part, because she has her, she has her side part right there. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And if I have some time, I always say I'm going to do some sewing. It's just that I have to move some things. And when I'm tired, things don't come out right. I am pleased. I'm very happy the way she turned out. And she's ready to go to a new home. Beautiful little Twiggy. I want to thank you for joining me live, and for those that are joining me after in the pre-recorded version, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a comment, and a share. The shares are helping my channel grow, and that's what I'm working on each moment of the day. You have a great evening, a good day, depending on when you see the video. Bye!